another thing is that, please don't let us engage in indiscriminate sex. Don't let us engage in indiscriminate sex. And if we must do that, the best thing is to what? Is to abstain. The best thing is to abstain. After all, that's what you are still going to do in life. But if we must do that, of course, let us use protection. Because there are a lot of diseases that one can actually catch while doing all this. HIV, sexually transmitted diseases, HIV is there, hepatitis is there. So, and we will not want these things to happen to us. Because even though what we are trying to prevent is to ensure that we are able to give birth. Because all these things, they have a way of actually causing this thing to happen to us. So please and please, let us ensure that this is well adhered to. I've been able to tell you that you should ensure you eat adequately. And that's going to serve as a fuel for your brain to be able to live up to the task of day-to-day learning. You should also move your body parts. Move your body parts at least 30 minutes during the day. And that's going to ensure that your body stays fit. Because you need physical fitness for you to be able to cope in life. Another thing is that you should avoid alcohol, tobacco, tramadol. All these things are your enemy. Please and please don't go near it because they are your enemy. Then, the last thing I talked about is that how to preserve your male sex organ. Please and please, it's very important. Once again, I appreciate everybody for listening to me. If you have any other questions, I'll be glad to take it. Thank you very much.
So if you have questions, based on the sensitivity of the topic, if you don't want to raise up your hand and if you don't want to be known, you can write it on a sheet of paper and please pass it to the MC while Dr. Muibi is around before he leaves. So you can pass your question, or if you want to talk, and we can take just 3 questions before we move. But before we do that, very quickly, sorry sir, we want to give the award to our last speaker, Mr. Hayano. Can we have, the award is here. I want to call on the convener, the LOC chair, Professor Oshobasa, to help us to give our guest speaker this award.
This award is from Unique Mind Development Foundation, given to Mr. Ayano Olugumi. Ayanho Olugumi. Okay. Consultant Executive Director, Super Bros Motors, for being the guest speaker at Himfluence program held today, 4th of August 2026. Thank you very much for your insightful presentation, sir, and lifelong experience that you have shared with the upcoming one. Congratulations, sir. So this award is presented to Dr. Ibrahim Oladipo Fadeyi, consultant urologist, Department of Surgery, University College Hospital, Ibadan, for being a guest speaker and ably represented by Dr. Muibi, okay, as guest speaker at Himfluence program, 4th of August 2020. Thank you for your ex information you have provided for us, and I believe Most of them will learn from this and make use of it as they go. Congratulations.
So let's go on to the question for Dr. Muibi.
Okay, please, I would like to take numbers for the question.
Just three.
Just three persons, number one. Any other person, number two. And that's the last person
Number
with the
three.
glasses. Thank you very much. Please,
Take
can
the
you come
questions.
down? Can you come down? Please come out. Number one.
All right. Dr. Maybe, I want to thank you for the presentation. And I also want to thank the organizers. My name is Evlu Dikachi, and I'm a postgraduate student in Balewa Hall. I have two issues. One is I'm a married man. And as a married man, I came in here, and what we are being given is one room. Okay? I want to appeal, it's not directly to you, to the school, knowing that married people comes to school. There should be at least a hostel that can have a room that accommodates married people. So that if I want my wife to come around, she should be able to come. Okay? Then the other question.
Take accommodation outside the campus. For married, we don't allow married couple into residence, hall of residence. So because this is a public facility, so for now, we don't allow coupling in, because if we do that, people would start saying, people living together and they will be cohabiting and things like that. So for now, if you are married, we know we have a lot of married men and women, so they have to take out. Right? There are private hostels too. There are private hostels on campus, but for the university accommodation, no, we cannot allow that.
It's okay. Then the other issue is, I was reading something recently, and I came across a line suggesting that black men have higher prevalence of prostate-related issues. Why is it so? And what can be done to handle that? So I feel as young people coming up, we should be told about this and what we can do. Thank you.
Okay, please, the second person, number two. Please, let's take 1 minute to ask our questions because of our time.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to everyone. I want to appreciate the organizers for the opportunity to ask the question. So my question is regarding steps to take in ensuring our mental health, because part of the aspects that we mentioned is our mental health. So I want us to just give some steps that we can follow so that that can be applied personally and for all of us to benefit.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Please jam your hands together for these people.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Adeyemi Israel Edward from Psychology Department. Out of curiosity, I want to ask a question regarding what you mentioned when you were speaking earlier about masturbation. That research has it that 50% of masturbators are likely not to give birth. So I want to ask, is there a level that one, anyways, I'm not saying I'm a masturbator. Yeah, the laugh that is coming from the audience makes me to clarify that. I have a mentor actually, and so he said he masturbated for 10 years. Yes, before he got married to his wife, and he has 4 beautiful kids. Do you understand? So I want to ask that, is there a level to masturbation that one could get to the state of not giving birth again? Or, okay, if there's, let's say one is prone to it, like are there solutions to it after that? So that's my question, sir.
Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much for the questions. I'm delighted that people can ask these very germane questions. That really gives me that people really followed the presentation. I'm happy for that. I'm going to start with the last question. That I said that masturbation can actually increase infertility. Masturbation simply means that you are trying to what? Douse your sexual arousal by probably touching, are you getting it, without even the sexual intercourse. So what this can actually lead to is that, of course, there's a natural way that this thing is supposed to happen. Of course, vis-a-vis want to have sex with a woman. But by the time there is no woman to have sex with and you are just using your hand to disturb the organ, the body will not even enjoy it. And by the time that you are even trying to use your hand to touch and touch and touch, what this will lead to is that in the future, when you need that particular erection, it's actually directly related to erection. You may not be able to have that sustained erection that will lead to copulation. And that's why most of the people usually come to us that they have erection problem. Believe me or you, that this problem with erection, if you cannot achieve erection, it's a very bad thing that the majority of patients usually complain about because they won't be able to enjoy sex again. Even at that particular point in time that they don't need babies again, if you are not able to attain erection, there is reduced risk of